I started making our agnolotti. That was a term referred to most stuffed pastas when they first started making them. Nowadays, it kind of refers to a rectangular shaped ravioli. We're going to use our piping bag. You want to have a nice consistency with your filling. You don't want it to be too thin and runny or too thick. I'm going to pipe dollops of our filling, about 1/3 of the way up. You can kind of use a finger as kind of a guide for a spacer as well. And you want about a teaspoon to a teaspoon and a half in each one. I kind of put my finger in between each one just so that I know I have a space where I can fold the pasta over. You want to work one sheet at a time to make sure that you don't get too far ahead and have your pasta drying out. Next, we're going to fold our pasta dough over our filling. So we're going to start on one end here, and we're going to start folding it over. I kind of like to hold this one as I fold this guy over, just to make sure we're getting it as even as possible. And we want to leave this a little bit loose so we can push all of the air out. We don't want any air pockets stuck inside. Now at this point, I'm going to use my pinky fingers to pinch in between where I left that little space. And just go all along the little mounds that you piped. At this point now, I'm going to use my pinky finger just to kind of try to push on the pasta dough, to push the air towards the top to make sure that none of my little pockets have any air left in there. So just keep going all along. There we go. Once we get it to that point, it's going to be time to start cutting with our fluted pastry cutter. We're going to go down the ends first. Get rid of that. I'll do my other end quickly here as well. You could do this with a regular pastry cutter or just a knife as well, but this does add a nicer finish for the end. Then we're going to cut along the top, above our filling. You can get rid of the excess pasta dough out of there. And then we're just going to go in between each of our little pockets that we made. Try to use a good amount of pressure on there just to make sure that it is pinching and crimping the edges as you go along. Once you get them all cut, it's going to be time to transfer them to the counter or to the sheet where you're going to hold them for now. So a little bit of excess flour, and then you can use a plastic scraper just to help, or a bench scraper, just to help get them off the counter and onto your floured surface. You want to make sure that these don't stick together again afterwards, so always a good idea to lightly flour your pasta, a little bit on the bottom and on the top as well. And keep going until all of your pasta sheets and your filling has been used. If you have any more questions, give us a call or visit the website.